All right, I'm going to make this brief, guys, in terms you can watch the rest of the video. Why is Medellin becoming so ever popular, increasingly popular, growing fast on people's list to come and visit or to come and live for a while or to live for the rest of their lives as senior citizens and whatever, expats? The weather is great for a lot of people. I mean, right now it's warm. It's usually warm here. They call this the city of eternal spring, but now it's warmer than it was 30 or 40 years ago because of global warming. The cost of living here is much cheaper for people who are coming from the US, Canada, Europe, in terms of the very developed countries, because rent is cheaper for people who are used to paying $1,500 or $2,000 rent for a one-bedroom apartment somewhere in New Jersey, North Jersey, or somewhere outside of New York City or outside of Los Angeles. Like those things. And here people can find one-bedroom apartments or two-bedroom apartments for like 2 million pesos in some nice areas, some okay areas, good areas, whatever you want to call them. And that's only like $500 a month, not $1,500, $2,000 a month. Food is much cheaper. I'm talking about from the perspective of people who are coming from those developed countries where you're making dollars, American dollars, Canadian dollars, or euros or British pounds, etc. The people are very nice in general. There's no snow here. There is no extreme heat. Only once in a blue moon there might be a heat wave. But I'm talking about temperatures about 92, 93 degrees for a few days. And that's only like maybe once a year. I don't remember the last time. But then again, whatever. You can always investigate. Transportation is easy to go by. And if you could get medical insurance here, it's cheaper if you get a cédula de extranjería and all of that. And investment opportunities, a lot of booking on booking.com or Airbnb options to get a place for 2 months or 3 months. It's up to you. So watch the rest of the video and you'll see there's so much to do. If you want cooler weather, you go to the other side of the mountain in Retiro if you want to live near Medellin. I'll be showing videos about that in the future, or Guarne or Rio Negro or whatever, La Ceja. And if you want something way hotter, you go to Santa Fe de Antioquia. That's about 90 degrees every day with humidity and all, even hotter. So there we go. And many other places to explore, Guatapé, whatnot. Let's go into the video. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Now, namaste, namaskar. I'm starting to just show videos, places in Medellin and the metropolitan area from now on, in addition to the other stuff I do on this channel about yoga, meditation, life experiences, mountain biking, hiking, etc., vegetarian food. A lot of people are interested in living here. It's becoming ever so popular, ever so popular. Medellin is just blowing up like a supernova. For many travelers from around the world, from the States, from Canada, from Europe, from Asia, whatever, here from South America, whatnot, from Australia, all over, Africa, etc. And so I'm going to be showing you why. One of the reasons is the weather. But let me show you other places here. This is Los Colores. So this place, they built up as a tower block there of apartments. And it used to be a lot. They used to have a Justo y Bueno over here. Now they made all these first floor things, shops. A coffee shop over there called Cafetero to go. I didn't even know that one existed. Cool. You got the university here, Politécnico Gran Colombia, university institution. You got D1 shops over here. This is like the El Diamante area, because the old shopping center of El Diamante is over there. And El Diamante, the diamond baseball field, is over there. The whole sports complex, Atanasio Girardot sports complex, is there. And all of that, and it's close proximity to the metro. All of this is new. I haven't walked around here in about a year. No, 2 years since I left to live in India. And this is one of the up-and-coming areas that people are looking for, and is going up in prices. They're building up a lot of areas here. They're developing it. So that's Krista Apartments and Medical Mall. So they got some like medical offices probably on the first couple of floors. And wow, they are really developing this more. That's been there for about 8 years now, that building. Some of these 8-9 years. Some are just coming up, and that area is full of the old 4 or 5, like 5-story apartment buildings that don't require an elevator. They don't want to get wet. This used to be a Christian congregation center here, but they knocked it down because they bought the land, and they're building another thing here with apartments and whatever. So wow, this is all going up, because here is La 53, 53rd Street or whatever, that is between, and then 50th Avenida Colombia or Calle Colombia is over there. Wow, it is really up and coming. That tower block over there is new. Farma Todo is new. Wow. So if you want to live here for a few months as a snowbird or as a digital nomad traveler, backpacker, this is one of those areas, and you can find some accommodation, like a rental, maybe through a private party or through, you know, those platforms, booking.coms and whatever. And there we got this mall, little food mall, basically, where the sports, like Smart Fit gym on the top there on the second floor, and they got a Domino's Pizza El Corral, an Italian place, coffee like Tostado that is all over the city, and the Stadium Sports Complex, where you can do a lot of stuff, especially on the weekend exercise. They got free classes all the way over there. Bikeway on Sundays. I forgot to say, there's easy, great public transportation access. You just get on that side if you want to go to the metro, and just take one of the green buses here, as long as you have one of those little cards that you can top off with money, like these green buses right there, like that one I turned. But that one's coming up from the metro, or maybe it's just coming for some service over here because it's empty. But you catch it going down, and it goes down a couple of blocks and then turns right all the way to the Stadium Metro Station. Easy access. Or you got buses that go downtown that come through here too as well. And if you want to go jogging and whatever, there's a big hill over there called Cerro Volador, that La 70, and it's close to La 70 if you want La 70 for nightlife. And they're building this up here too, developing it, and more stuff, like everything's around here now. Wow. This all used to be warehouses and vacant lots 30 years back or more, because my family has their property here since the 1960s. So the whole area is getting built up in this part of Medellin, and I'll explain more in just a moment about other places. So transportation is easy to access. This is the that's Colombia over there, and this is the whole Atanasio Girardot Stadium complex. You'll see some more in a moment. So we're on this bus, the green bus that takes us to the metro station, Medellin. If you're into track and field, they got a track there for running around. They got the different coliseums here: basketball coliseum, wrestling coliseum, and sometimes they have concerts inside of those. And all along this, going around the thing on Sundays, they have a bikeway. They have a skate thing over here for skaters. There's the Kung Fu martial arts coliseum right there, and then right there for skaters, skateboarders, right there. And they have an open street gym right behind that, free of charge. And now we're going to get off right over here at the metro station. Oh boy, there we go. Got off. So there's the green thing, green buses. You have the thing. Now we're gonna go get the metro station up there. And like I said, the open air gym that I used to use when I lived in this area is right over there, crossing the street. And they got all kinds of machines you can use for weights and everything. And this is La 70 right here. If you're into the nightlife stuff, a lot of people like to come here, whether it be locals from Colombia or foreign travelers, and come here on a Wednesday, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, like early evening, and walk along that all the way towards University Pontificia Bolivariana. So let's go. Let's take the metro stadium. So I have my thing, my green card. That sounds funny. And I just scan it right here, like he did. Shows how much I have, and I go in, and that's it. So the train just left. We didn't catch it in time. It's a beautiful day. Temperatures here in Medellin, down here, this is an elevation of 1,500 feet above sea level. not 1,500 feet, it's 1,500 meters above sea level. Anyhow, in daytime highs normally average between 25 degrees Celsius and 28 degrees Celsius, like that's about 81 to about 87, something like that. And the lows usually around 63 degrees Fahrenheit, about, I don't know, 17 degrees Celsius, something like that. And when sometimes it gets a little cold here, so they might drop down to about 14, 15 once in a blue moon. And then once in a while there is a heat wave here, and temperatures might feel like 92 degrees. And it's quite humid here sometimes. And this has kind of like a tropical rainforest kind of high altitude type of weather. That's why people love it here year round. And Poblado is over there in that area, all the way over there where you see those buildings. And here's a legend, the map. It shows you like the 2 metro lines here, plus the cable car lines, and some of the buses, like the I forgot what they call that kind of bus that serves some of the metro stations. Not the green ones we took, but there are different lines. And yeah. And if you want to go to the Comuna 13 graffiti tour, you take the train that direction towards San Javier. You get off at that last station, and that's where the graffiti tour is if you want to go by yourself. And when you get off there at the station, just take a cab or one of the buses up to that point. A word of advice: you want to avoid these trains during rush hour, which is usually around 6 to 8:30 in the morning, or 4 p.m. to about 7 p.m. They're fully loaded. I mean, crazy. So if you need to move around the city, do it before those hours. So down below is El Hueco here, the whole area called El Hueco, the Hole. Think of a shopping center over there. And this is where you come and get all these first copies, or bootlegged t-shirts and whatever, not the originals. All this area here. And then you can see that famous tower there. There used to be some government building, but now it's just like art and shops and some restaurants inside. Here at the San Antonio Metro Station, you could go down there. I mean, in no place in the U.S. will you have an experience like El Hueco in terms of all that street vendors selling all kinds of tidbits and whatever, clothing and pots and pans and whatnot. Now on the metro lines, they have these shops now. They're putting up in some areas where people can buy their souvenirs. Now I gotta catch my train, but which side do I go to? We're going southbound towards La Estrella. We're going to Envigado. I can tell you, this is crazy. If you come here during the rush hour, sometimes you won't even be able to get in for like 4 or 5 cars passing by because it's just jam-packed. And then there's the government building complex right behind this building where they got all the local and state or department buildings. Some people come for a tour of that. Now that hill over there is called Cerro Notibara, and that, at the top they have a replica of a small Antioquia town up there, so you can come and check that out if you want. You just come to the Exposiciones Metro Station and then just take a cab. Should be a minimum fare or 7,000 pesos, less than $2. And right here they say that's the oldest bridge built in Antioquia, or I don't know if in Colombia, right there. You can come and see it too, it's accessible. I just want to take this moment to let all you know about this video. It's me showing places and stuff. If you are one of those people that is coming here and you want to live in this area of Colombia for some time, whatever, just follow the videos I'm making about this region. I'll be here for a long time to come. I've been living here for over 26 years. And if you ever really need some insight, and if you're going to come here and talk to people, I can be an interpreter for you, since I speak Spanish fluently. And all that, I love it down here. So watch the video and see what this is all about. I can't show you everything, but I'll leave a long playlist with different videos I've made here over the last few years, ever since I started doing the YouTube thing. So now let's go into the video. This is Envigado, here at the Ayurá Metro Station. This is not Medellin, but it all seems like one big thing. But there are many municipalities in this valley. So Medellin is right over there where you see all those apartment building complexes. And then Envigado is all of this, that side of the mountain here. Itagüí is on the other side over there, the other town of Itagüí. So there are many places to choose from where you want to live for some time, or as a retiree if you can get a cédula de extranjería. And like I said, easy access with these metro buses here for Envigado. They're a different color. And you can get the little white card at a couple of the metro stations, or basically at most of them, at the booth. You just say, give me a card with 20,000 pesos topped off, and that's it. And it's easy. And if you use the metro and then this, within 90 minutes of entering the first one, it counts as one integrated ticket. Now, safety. People ask about how safe is Medellin, Colombia. It is much safer than it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, back when the cartel stuff was happening, and post-cartel stuff in terms of the big wars between the government and the cartels and all of that. And then we had the problems here with the paramilitary and the guerrilla factions, the communist guerrilla factions. They're still persistent, but not at the level they were back in 2000 when this President Uribe took office. I think it was 2002 or something, 2000. I don't remember what year it was. And he went to war with the communist groups and brought a lot of safety, security back to the country, where people were not feeling safe to travel from one city to another by car, people that had money and all that. But today, a lot of people are traveling from Medellin to Bogota by car, from Medellin to Cali by car. People, I'm talking about locals, or going to the coast, to the beach and whatever in towns. But back in those days, people were just afraid. And in the city, yeah, there's still violence and crime just like anywhere else in the world, but you just have to know where you should stay away from, not to flaunt your things, like to show that you have an iPhone or some expensive gold chain, or you're inviting people. You're the bait. You're the clickbait, the bait to get robbed, because you're showing people you got dope. And if you go into those bad neighborhoods or those areas that are shady or that have some crime, you just got to talk to the locals, and they will tell you what's going on. Or contact me if you're going to come this way, and we can have a session on Google Meet. You pay for it, and whatever, and I give you the ins and outs. If you really want to know what's up, have more information that I can provide that I can't provide in this video, and more in-depth, stuff, advice, suggestions, things about prices of where you want to live, etc., and how the neighborhood is, because I've lived here for 26 years. I mean, this is Envigado. Look, they're building up these apartment building residential complexes is here as well. They're building up the whole thing along the river. That's the highway over there, and the mall, the Viva Envigado mall, is all the way over there. But we're going to go up this way towards Calle La Buena Mesa. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. I mean, there are many tower blocks in this area there, up that way, many of them. Not just the ones you see, but many more, if you like that kind of living. Gated communities. Nobody comes in and out unless they're announced by the security detail people. So they have, this is Calle La Buena Mesa area here, so they got all kinds of restaurants, and this all comes alive after 6 p.m. or lunchtime too. Many restaurants, and I just showed you the apartment building complexes over there, and a lot of expats, digital nomads are coming to this area. This is not Medellin, this is Envigado. They got Peruvian cuisine, this place called Chiclayo, and they got an ice cream shop called Bolton Ice Cream Shop over there, and everything. And then they got this black pepper, and they got Italian, they got Spanish food, they got French, and everything for all the different taste buds. Spanish from Spain right over there across the street. Oh, I'm going to show you a place where my friend Rob had a gig or two when he was living here last year for almost 6 months in Colombia. And this place lights up at night. Per Simone is very popular, the yogurt, ice cream type of stuff. Italian, Olivia. This is part of the Medellin gourmet restaurant stuff. You can always check them out on that website. Now this place, Barrio Sur, is run by a British man. He has the business, not the property, and they have nights here. You can always check them out. and Barrio Sur, and you can hang out with them, and they have live music, and they have a lot of expats coming here these days, and they even organize tours, Medellin day tours, all that, and the contact information right there for English or Spanish, MedellinDayTours.com. And they got the lineup here for April, what they're doing here in terms of music and stuff in English and Spanish and all that good stuff on the different dates. And it's run by a British man, and it's pretty cool. Right now they're just going to open up, so there you go, a little bit of a view of the whole place inside. There goes the Spanish restaurant with tapas and paellas right there. That's a monument to the paisas here, the ones that used to work with the mules. They called it the arrieros, and the dog right there too, cool. So even black pepper is part of the Medellin gourmet thing. Another monument to the paisas here, to the Envigaleños monument. Says right there, Cosiaca y Pedro Rimales, gestor, the person that did it or whatever. The artist Pablo Estrada, 1977, in November 1977, Envigado. And they got all these nice restaurants where you can eat outside here and everything. These are public. They don't really belong to any of these restaurants because the municipality put these things up. They got the burger place here with burgers and whatever. I'm a vegetarian, but some of these places have vegetarian options. They got this place here since 1982. There's one, El Parrillero King Grill, whatever, and other little restaurants, a little mom and pop shop that still exists here today, right there. Wow, they got so much stuff here, so many places you could come. And they got a nice gelato place. This is the French place that I ate with my brother and his wife when our mom passed away, and they came from the States for the funeral. Ganzo and Castore, and it was cool. We liked it. And it's French cuisine. And let me show you this last thing right here before I have to cross the avenue. And Bastardo, the same one they got in Provenza right there. If you like that bar stuff, hanging out at night kind of stuff. This is the gelato place. It's delicious, Antonio's Gelato. I really love it. Good Oreo, yogurt, amaretto, Ferrero, coffee, pistachio. A lot of different gelatos. So yeah. And there are many more restaurants towards the rear over there. Many more little cafes and other pastry shop places. Another view of Envigado, the St. Marcos church is right over there, and San Marcos neighborhood is right over there. Good options on booking.com or Airbnb. I saw them on Airbnb before, and they got a language center here called Smart Language Academies. And right over here is La Magnolia neighborhood, La Magnolia neighborhood. And they got some good restaurants over here because the British school, it's a high school, primary school, it's right behind all of this. And there's a good vegetarian restaurant called Prana. And many other little restaurants around here in this area, and a lot of expats are starting to come around here. I've seen travelers, digital nomads, people. Envigado is a great place, pretty safe, much safer than Medellin. If you're interested in that, they got some good little clothing shops here if you want to check out some nice clothing, and a cute little doggy, hey doggy, and a nice little shop and all of that. Oh, they're listening to Aha, Take On Me, barbershops, burger places. Let's go to Prana and see the menu of the day. It's vegetarian. I think it's even vegan. So I'm gonna get my grub. I'm hungry before I meet up with the family. This is Prana with the Tibetan prayer flags here and all that. The restaurant is not open yet, but it's about to open up. It's named Prana, so I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna end this video in a moment by showing you the food. But before I end it, I'm just going to summarize everything that I'm trying to tell you about Medellin and Envigado, the metropolitan area. It is great, it is up and coming, it's really growing. I've been reading so many different articles on so many different websites from different news sources, and seeing some people that have come and they've enjoyed coming to Colombia, to Medellin and the metropolitan area, and they're enjoying this stuff. I've lived here for 26 years or more, and I'm going to still continue living here. I'm not going to go live anywhere else like I tried to live in India and Asia, but it was just not my thing. I'll keep going back there whenever I can down the road, but I'm not going to be, yeah. So, you know, if you guys want to talk, I'm going to leave my contact information, my email, and my Instagram down below in the description box or here on the screen. If you're serious about coming this way, and if you ever need somebody to show you around, for a price. I'm willing to do that. I'm only available on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays because I work Monday through Thursday as a teacher online. That's been my job for 26 years as well. So there you go. So I'll show you the food in a moment, but safety is good. But if you want more information, you want more detailed stuff, then we can talk. We can do a video conference call. Or if you're here in the area and you want to talk to me in person, you can procure my services and you can get down and I'll give you the best advice I can, or even if you take me to those places where you want to talk to real estate agencies or whatever, because you're interested in buying the property here, I can be that guide as well here on the weekends. Anyhow, I'm going to show you the food and that's it. It's a very cool restaurant. You got a Buddha type female at the rear. You got a healthy market here, healthy stuff with essences, oils, some books you can buy, some more Buddhist things, and agave and other little sauces in that part, and some breads. It's a nice touch. I love this restaurant. This thing's been here for like 8 years or something. I don't remember, 10 years. And a lot of digital expats come here. Digital expats, digital nomads, expats, whatever, travelers. I've seen them so many. It's growing and growing in number. I forgot to show you the menu of the day. Today is a cream, like a type of seed, I forgot what they call it, with onions and salted, no, not salted, like sauteed corn. And then quinoa causa, which is with Creole potato, like a mashed potato, Creole mashed potato. Pumpkin sauce with coconut in it, spinach, and caramelized onions. And then you got eggplants, breaded eggplant with ginger, honey. And the salad is vegetables, steamed vegetables, meaning like some green beans, carrots, broccoli, and with cilantro vinaigrette. There you go, and it's for 23,500 pesos, which is about $5.50. And it comes with a little dessert, the juice. I forgot what the juice is. And that's the soup, the cream. Now the soup is great. Well, it's delicious always. And the main dish here with the causa, it's Creole potatoes, like a yellowish potato. They're really soft. They cook, they boil more quickly. Like I said, with the salad, the broccoli, the breaded eggplant and all. It's delicious. The juice. And the little ball of joy, a little happy ball. There we go. It's not a meatball, it's a little dessert. I just keep it on there so the flies don't come on in, because that's the way they bring it to you. In case there are no flies around here flying around, but once in the blue moon, a fly might come in. Delicious food. Wow, delicious. Look into these people. Maybe they teach Spanish so you guys can learn Spanish. It's important to learn Spanish. Es muy importante que aprendan español, porque si ustedes no se pueden comunicar en español aquí con la gente en general, ¿cómo van a hacer conexiones? ¿Cómo van a hacer amistades? I'm saying that it's important that you learn Spanish so you can communicate with people, so you can make connections, so you can make friends. So the food was great at Prana, and the last thing I'm going to say before I finish off this video is that I saw that here in Envigado, in case you need a hostel to stay at, because you're just traveling here for a few days, they have them at 80,000 pesos. And these hostels are basically two houses. Here, one is like near the park, and the other one is way past the park. And like 80,000 pesos a night. 80,000 pesos a night, that's like 20 bucks, less than $20. And these are houses that were converted into hostels. You have that all over the world. When I was in India, I stayed in hostels, or in guest houses that were converted into, houses that were converted into guest houses or into hostels. Now I got to go to D1 because it's very economic, it's very cheap, and more videos to come about these places that you might want to live in, and I'll be giving you some advice. And if you want really detailed stuff, you know what to do. And those names, I'll leave them in the description box of the hostels.